Success is earned in the dark long before it is ever celebrated in the light. What most people admire on the stage is built in silence, in isolation, and in moments where quitting would have been easier than continuing. When nobody is clapping, when there is no recognition, no validation, no likes, no applause, that is when character is developed. Greatness does not respond to convenience, it responds to commitment. If you are only willing to work when it feels good, when the results come fast, or when people are watching, you are not prepared for real success. The dark moments are where discipline replaces motivation. Motivation is emotional and temporary, but discipline is a decision you make every single day. Waking up early when your body is tired, showing up when your mind says rest, studying when others are sleeping, practicing when no one is counting the reps. That is the separation point between average and exceptional. Everyone wants the reward, but few are willing to endure the routine that earns it. In the dark, excuses are exposed. You cannot hide behind talent, titles, or talk. All you have is effort. That effort, repeated consistently, compounds into confidence. And that confidence is unshakable because it is not built on opinions. It is built on proof. You know what you have put in. You know the price you paid. So when pressure comes, you do not fold, because pressure does not break preparation. Shortcuts fail here because shortcuts avoid the dark. They skip the conditioning, the patience, and the growth. And when challenges arise, as they always do, the shortcut taker collapses, but the one who has trained in silence stands firm. They have been lonely before. They have been tired before. They have been doubted before. Nothing about resistance is new to them. If you truly want success, learn to respect the unseen work. Fall in love with the grind that nobody posts about. Master your craft when no one is cheering. Because when the lights finally turn on and the world notices, it will not be luck they are witnessing. It will be years of work done in the dark, finally demanding its reward. Success has a price tag on it. And the problem is most people want the reward but don't want the receipt. They want the applause but they don't want the discipline. They want the title but they don't want the training. Listen to me, everything worth having costs something. And if you're not willing to pay the full price, you're not ready for real success. There are no discounts on greatness. You don't get to negotiate with life and say, I'll give you half the effort, but I still want the full blessing. It doesn't work like that. Time, energy, focus, sleep, comfort, those are the currencies of success, and you will have to spend them consistently. Paying the full price means showing up when you don't feel like it. It means doing the work when motivation is gone and excuses are loud. Anybody can work when they're inspired. Anybody can grind when the results are coming fast. But champions, they work when it's boring. They work when nobody's clapping. They work when the results are slow and the progress feels invisible. That's the price, and most people quit right there, not because they can't do it, but because they didn't realize how much it was going to cost them. Shortcuts are tempting because they promise speed without sacrifice, but shortcuts always rob you of something: character, skill, confidence, or sustainability. You might get there faster, but you won't be able to stay there, and when pressure comes, and pressure always comes, what you skipped will be exposed. That's why people fall apart when success finally shows up. They didn't pay the price on the way up, so they can't handle the weight at the top. Paying the full price also means patience. You don't plant a seed today and complain tomorrow that there's no harvest. You water it, you protect it, you wait, and while you're waiting, you're working. Consistency is part of the payment. Doing the right thing once won't change your life. Doing it every day will. Success respects repetition. It honors those who are willing to do the same disciplined actions over and over again, even when it feels like nothing is happening. And let me be clear, paying the price hurts. If it doesn't hurt, you're probably not paying enough. You're going to miss out on comfort. You're going to outgrow people. You're going to say no to things you enjoy so you can say yes to the future you deserve. That pain isn't punishment, it's proof that you're serious, proof that you're committed, proof that you understand that extraordinary lives are built on ordinary sacrifices made daily. When you finally arrive, when the doors open and the opportunities come, you won't be surprised, you won't be overwhelmed. You'll be ready because you already paid for it. You paid with discipline, you paid with consistency, you paid with character. And nobody can take that away from you. That's why there are no shortcuts to success. Because anything you don't pay for now, life will make you pay for later, with interest. Failure ain't the enemy, asterisk, asterisk, quitting is asterisk, asterisk. See, most people want success without the scars, but the scars are proof you showed up. You tried, you risked. You went all in, and when you fell, it wasn't because you were weak. It was because you were brave enough to step into the arena. Life is not designed to reward comfort. It's designed to test your resolve. You're going to lose sometimes. You're going to get embarrassed. You're going to put your heart into something and watch it fall apart. That's not punishment. That's preparation. Every failure is feedback. It's life pulling you aside and saying, you're not ready yet, but stay with me. Too many people take one loss and let it define their entire future. They miss one shot and stop shooting. They fail one test and decide they're not smart enough. They get rejected once and conclude they're not worthy. But champions don't interpret failure as a verdict. They see it as data. They study it. They adjust. They come back smarter, tougher, more focused. You've got to understand this. The pain you're feeling right now is temporary, but the strength you build from it is permanent. When you fight back after failure, you develop resilience, and resilience is a currency shortcuts can never buy. Anybody can look strong when things are easy, but when life knocks you flat, when the plan collapses, when the support disappears, that's when your true character shows up. Do you retreat or do you rise? Falling teaches you humility. It strips the ego and replaces it with hunger. It reminds you that talent alone is not enough, that desire without discipline won't survive the storm. And when you get back up, you're not the same person who fell. You've got thicker skin, sharper vision, deeper purpose. That's why the comeback always hits harder than the setback. Listen to me clearly. If you're still breathing, you're still in the fight. I don't care how many times you've failed, how late it feels, how far behind you think you are. The moment you decide to stand back up, the story changes. Success doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the relentless, the ones who refuse to stay down. The ones who learn, adapt, and keep moving forward even when it hurts. Fall if you must, fail if you have to. But whatever you do, asterisk, asterisk, fight back, asterisk, asterisk. Because the ones who win in the end are not the ones who never failed, but the ones who never stopped getting up. Success doesn't respond to wishes, talent, or motivation alone. It responds to asterisk, asterisk, who you become, asterisk, asterisk. That goal you're chasing. It already knows what kind of person it takes to achieve it. And if you're not that person yet, the goal will keep moving, not because it's cruel, but because it's honest. You don't get a new life with an old mindset. You don't reach a new level with old habits. If you want something you've never had, you must become someone you've never been. That's the truth most people don't want to hear. You can want success all day, but wanting isn't enough. The goal demands discipline when you're tired, focus when you're distracted, and character when nobody is clapping for you. It demands consistency when motivation disappears. It demands growth when comfort feels good. A lot of people ask, why isn't it happening yet? And the answer is simple, you're still becoming. The process isn't delaying you, it's developing you. See, shortcuts try to skip this part. They try to grab the reward without building the capacity to hold it. And that's why so many people lose what they gain fast. They reached the destination, but they didn't become the person who could stay there. Real success is not just about what you achieve, it's about what you can sustain. And sustainability only comes from transformation. You've got to upgrade your standards, upgrade how you think, how you prepare, how you respond under pressure. Success doesn't show up for the version of you that quits when it's hard. It shows up for the version of you that shows up anyway. The one that does the work when it's boring, the one that stays locked in when the results are slow, the one that keeps pushing when nobody believes but you. And here's the key, the goal isn't changing to fit you. You're changing to fit the goal. Your habits must match the future you're asking for. Your mindset must align with the level you want to live on. You can't pray for elevation and live undisciplined. You can't ask for greatness and refuse growth. The moment you start becoming more focused, more resilient, more committed, that's the moment success starts moving toward you. So don't rush the process. Don't envy people who look ahead of you. Ask yourself one question every day. Asterisk, am I becoming who this dream requires? Asterisk, because when you do the work on you, when you evolve, stretch, and level up, success doesn't need shortcuts. It finds you right on time.